Hi guys, this is Hiking. Welcome to Kim's Tech. In this video, I'm going to build this Dualsense website using HTML and CSS, so stay tuned. So this is what you're going to create in this video. The actual design was gotten from Dribble. Dribble is a website where users upload design. So if you need an inspiration to design your website or app, you can visit dribble.com. So this is the design right here, and this is the color I used to design the actual page. So this is the page. The icon over here I gotten from Font Awesome, and if I hover on this button, we have an hover effect, and also if I reload the page, the controller animates in. So I'm making the project available for you guys to download. I'll be putting the link in the description down below. And also if you have a mockup that you'd like to convert to a website, you can hit me up on any of my social media accounts. I'll try to convert it and also make a video on how I do the conversion. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing, turn on notifications so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's jump right to it. Okay guys, so over here I have an index.html file with the title of Dualsense, and also I've linked the Font Awesome right here, and I've created a style.css file which I've linked right here. This is the image we are going to work with. This is the controller image, and this is the logo over here. So we'll start by adding a header tag. Inside the header tag, we're going to add a nav tag. The nav tag is going to hold this menu button and also this logo right here. So inside the nav tag, we're going to add a div with the class of logo. Then we'll add an image tag, and we're going to add the source of logo.png and also an alt of logo. So over here we're going to add an anchor tag with the class of menu-btn. So this anchor tag is going to hold the icon. So right now I'm going to open Font Awesome to get the icon. The icon we need is the bars icon, so I'll search for bars. I'll click on the icon, then I'm going to copy the icon and I'm going to paste it over here. Alright, let's see what we have. So this is what we have right now. The next step will start styling the page. So we'll do a little bit of reset on the page. We'll add a padding of 0, margin of 0, and a box sizing of border box. So we are removing the default padding and margin, and for the box sizing of border box, we want every element to account for its border and its padding. So right now I'm going to style the body tag, and I'm going to give it a font family of sans serif. So that's all for the body tag. Next step, I'm going to style the header element itself. So say header, we give it height of 100 VH, a width of 100%. We'll give it a background color of hash C2 7D8. Then give position of relative because we want to position element absolute to the header, and give overflow of hidden. So that's all for the header tag. The next step, we're going to style the nav element. So I'm going to grab the nav element, that is the nav element holding the logo and the menu button. So I'm going to give a position of absolute, a top of 20 pixels, because we want to push it 20 pixels from the top. Then we'll give it height of 10 VH and a width of 100% because we want it to take the full weight. So let's see what we have. Right now this is what we have. Next step, we're going to give a display of flex. So we'll give display of flex. We'll give it align items of center because we want to center it vertically, and a justify content of space between. So this is what we have right now. Next step, we are going to style the logo, that is the div with the class of logo. So I'm going to get the class, we're going to give it a width of 100 pixels, a margin left of 30 pixels, and we are done with the logo element. Right now we are going to style the logo itself, that is the PS5 image. We'll give it a padding left of 30 pixels also, and a height of 25 pixels. And this is what we have right now. So the next step, we are going to style this menu button. I'm going to get the menu button class. We'll give it a width of 100 pixels, a color of black, and a font size of 30 pixels. So this is what we have right now. The next step, we are going to style the main content. So we are going to add a div with the class of banner, and inside the div we are going to add 3 divs. The first div is going to be banner dash left, which is going to take 30%. Then second div is going to be banner dash center, which is going to take 40%, which is going to hold the controller, the text over here and this button. Then the last div is banner dash right, which is going to take 30% with no content. So we are going to open the index.html. Then below the nav tag, we'll add a div with the class of banner. And inside the div, we are going to add a div with the class of banner dash left. I'll duplicate this 2 times. Then we'll change this to banner dash center for the center banner. Then we'll change this to banner dash right. So now we are going to work on the banner dash left, which is the div holding this social media icon. Inside the banner dash left, I'm going to add a div with the class of social dash media dash btn, and I'm going to add an anchor tag with the class of s dash btn. So this anchor tag is going to hold the social media icon. So right now I'm going to get this icon, I'll paste it right here, and I'm going to change this to a Facebook icon. So I'll change this to Facebook dash F, and I'm going to duplicate this 2 times. Then I'll change this to Twitter and change this to Instagram. This is what we have right now. The next step, we are going to style the banner class, that is the class holding the 3 div. So I'm going to get this class. We're going to give it height of 100%, width of 100% also, then display of flex. So that's all for the div with the class of banner. Right now I'm going to get the banner dash left. I'll start styling it. So since the banner dash left and the banner dash right are going to take 30%, we're just going to add the 2 class right here, and we're going to style the both class. So I'll change this to banner dash right. I'm going to give the height of 100% and a width of 30%. So that's all for this class. Right now we're going to style the social media dash btn. We're going to give it height of 100%, then a width of 50%. This is what we have right now. So the next step, I'm going to add a background color to it so that you can see what you are working with. I'm going to give it a background color of pink. So we are going to give display of flex, and this is what we have. So the next step, we are going to change the flex direction to colon. We want the social media icon to stack above each other. So I'll give it a flex direction of colon, then a justify content of center, because we want to center it vertically. And right now this is what we have. So I'm going to give it a margin left of 70 pixels in order to push it right here. The next step, we're going to style the anchor tag that is holding the icons. So right now I'm going to get rid of this background color, and I'm going to get the class that is the s-btn. We'll give it a color of black, a font size of 22 pixels, and a margin of 20 pixels for top and bottom, then 0 pixels for left and right. So these are the icons right now. So we are done with the banner dash left. The next step, we are going to work on this banner dash center div. So right now I'm going to add the image and the text to the banner dash center div. So inside the div, we are going to add the div with the class of bg. This div is going to hold the image, so I'll add an image tag with the source of controller.png, and I'll add an auth of controller. And above the image, we are going to add a h1 tag, and we'll add a text of Dualsense. This is what we have right now. So the next step, we are going to style the div with the class of banner dash center, and we'll style the image and also this text right here. So we are going to get the class. We are going to give it a height of 100%, a width of 40%. So if you remember, the banner dash left and the banner dash right div took 30%, which is 60%. Then the banner dash center element right now is taking 40%, which is total is 100%. So give it position of relative, because one position some element absolute to it. And that's all for this class. So the next step, we are going to get the bg class. So I'm going to get it right here. So this bg class is the div that is holding the logo and this text right here. So we are going to give it a margin top of 100 pixels. Then we'll give it a width of 100%, a height of 380 pixels, and let's see what we have. So this is what we have. Right now we are going to style the image tag itself. So we are going to get the image tag by saying bg image. We are going to give it height of 100%, then width of 100% also. Then I'm going to give it object fit of contain. So that's all for the image tag. And right now this is what we have. We are going to style the Dualsense text right now. Before we style the Dualsense text, we're going to give it a class of h1 dash Dualsense. Then I'm going to get the class. Then we'll give it a color of hash 222020, and we are going to give it font size of 2 rem. Then we'll give it text align of center, and this is the text over here. So the next step, we're going to add some shadow to the text. So over here, we are going to add a text shadow of -2 pixels, 2 pixels, and 5 pixels. Then we are going to give it an RGBA color of 000. Then we'll give it an alpha of 0.6. And right now we have the shadow. So now we are going to add this text over here. Then we'll add the button. So outside the bg div, we are going to add a div with the class of text. So this div is going to hold the text, and we are going to add a p tag. So right now I'm going to copy the text, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to paste the text right here, and we're going to start styling the text. So I'll get the class, and I'm going to paste it over here. So we are going to give it a padding of 5 pixels for top and bottom, and 50 pixels for left and right. I'll give it a font size of 12 pixels. So that's all for the text class, and this is what we have right now. So the next step, I'm going to add this button below the text. So I'm going to open the index.html file again. Below the container with the class of text, we're going to add a div with the class of btn-wrapper. say btn dash wrapper. This div is going to hold the button, so add an anchor tag with the class of btn. Then I'll add the text to it, which is add to card. So let's see what we have. This is the button right here. So right now I'll start styling the button. We are going to first style the btn dash wrapper. So I'll get the class. We are going to give it height of 30 pixels. We'll give it width of 100%. Then we are going to give display of flex. Then align items of center. Justify content of center also. And we'll give it a margin top of 20 pixels. And that's all for the div. So right now this is what we have. So the next step, we are going to style the button itself. So I'm going to get the class, which the btn class over here. We give text decoration of none because we want to remove the on the lines under the text over here. Then we'll give the color of black. And we are going to give it a font size of 13 pixels. We'll give it padding of 10 pixels for top and bottom and 50 pixels for left and right. And this is the button right here. So the next step, we are going to add the border to it. So we'll give it a border of solid 2 pixels and a color of black. Then we're going to give it a border radius of 20 pixels. So this is what we have right now. Next step, we are going to add the hover effect to the button. So over here, we are going to add the hover effect. So I'll say btn hover. And once our user hover on it, we want to change the background color to black. Then we'll give it a color of white, that is the text color. And that's all. Then right here, I'm going to add a transition to it of 0.4 seconds. And let's see. So right now we have the button with the hover effect. So the next step, we are going to add these lines right here. So the way we are going to do this is by adding two divs. There are actually many ways you can do this, but you are going to add two divs. One for the top line right here, that is this blue lines. Then the second div is going to be for the bottom line right here. Then each div is going to take a pseudo element, that is before and after, which are going to represent these lines. So inside the index.html, over here we're going to add a div with the class of line 1. So this is going to be for the top lines. Then I'm going to duplicate this and change this to line 2. So right now we'll start styling the line 1. We'll give position of absolute, a width of 100%, and a height of 30%. So right now I'm going to add a background color to it so that we can see what we're working with. So right now this is what we have. So the next step, I want to add these lines, these stripes to it. So we'll do that by adding a pseudo element. So we'll say line, we'll add before, and also I want to add after. So say line 1 after. I'll give the content. Then we are going to give position of absolute. I'm going to give it height of 100%. We'll give it width of 4 pixels. And let's see what we have. This is what we have. We are still having the black box right here. So next step, we are going to add a background color to the div. So actually, we are going to add a linear gradient. So it's going to be a combination of 2 colors and a transparent, which is going to give it this shape right here. So right here, we'll add a background color. I'm going to add a linear gradient. And the first color is going to be 2A54F4. The next color is going to be #8092 DD. Then the last color is going to be transparent, so say transparent. And let's what we have. So right now these are the lines. The next step we are going to position these lines individually. So the first line we are going to position is the before. So we'll get the before element. We are going to give it left of 0. Then we are going to rotate the line in order to get this look, this tilt look. So to do that, we are going to add a transform property. Then we are going to rotate it by the z-axis and rotate it minus 12 degree. And also want to rotate it from the bottom. So say transform origin and give it bottom. And this is it right here. So the next step, I'm going to rotate the other line. So I'm going to duplicate this. Then I'll change this to after. And I'm going to change this to 12 degrees and change this to right. And that's all. So right now we have the line. So I'm going to get rid of this background color. So over here, I'll remove the color. And this is what we have right now. So as you can see, we are having some gaps between the lines and the top of the page. So to fix this, we are going to position it top minus 12 pixels. So we are moving it 12 pixels inside the page. So right here where we start the before and after element. So we are going to add top of minus 10 pixels. And this should fix it. As you can see, we no longer have that gap. So the next step, we are going to add the lines for this part over here. I'm going to get the class, that is the line 2 div. So I want to give position of absolute also, and a width of 100% and a height of 50%. Then we'll give it bottom of minus 10 pixels. So bottom minus 10 pixels. And right now we are going to add the pseudo element to it. So I'll say line 2 before. So it's pretty much the same with the line 1. So the only changes right here are going to be the width and the color, that is the background color. So we'll add the content. We'll give position of absolute also. Then we'll give it height of 100%, a width of 5 pixels. Then we are going to add a background color, which is going to be a linear gradient, and the first color is going to be transparent. Then the second color is going to be hash 464646. Then the last color is going to be hash 1f1f. And this is what we have. So right now we are going to position it to look like this. So I'm going to get the before. So I'm going to give left of 0, a transform, then rotate it along the z-axis by 12 degree, and a transform origin of top. Then give bottom of 0. I'm going to duplicate this. Then I'll change this to after. I'll change this to right, and this to minus 12 degree. I think that's all. So right now this is what we have. The next step, we're going to add these buttons right here, that is for the swiper. So I'm going to open the index.html again. Then below the div with the class of bg, we're going to add a div with the class of swiper-btns. So say swiper-btns. So this is going to hold these 3 dots right here. So we are going to add a span tag. Each tag is going to represent a dot, and this span element is going to hold a class of sw-btn. So sw-btn. I'm going to duplicate these 3 times because we have 3 buttons right here. Then right now I'm going to start styling the swiper-btn. I'm going to give position of absolute, a top of 450 pixels, then a width of 100 pixels, and a display of flex, then justify content of center. So this is what we have right now. Actually those dots are not showing because we've not added the color, and also we've not added any style to it. So right now I'm going to get the SWBTN. We are going to give it height of 10 pixels, a width of 10 pixels also. Then we'll give it a margin of 5 pixels for top and bottom, then 10 pixels for left and right. And I'm going to give it a border of solid 1 pixels and black. This is what we have right now. So next step we are going to add the round shape to it. So to do that we are going to add a border radius of 50%, and this is the dot right here. So next step we are going to add this other dot. As you can see, we have a dot with the color of black, so we are going to add it. So to do that, we're going to add a class to this middle button right here. As you can see, the middle dot is the one with different color. So we're going to add a style of SW-BTN-active, and I'm going to get the class. And for this class we're going to give it a height of 13 pixels. So I want it to be bigger than the other buttons. Then we'll give it a width of 13 pixels also, and a background color of black. And right now this is what we have. So if I hover on our button right here, we are no longer having the hover effect. That is because the line 2 div is on top of the button. So we are going to fix that by adding a z index of 1 to the button. So I'm going to look for the button class here, and I'll add a z index of 1, and this is going to bring the button above the div, which is going to fix it. So right now I'm almost through. The next step we are going to add the animation to the controller. So over here we are going to add an animation. So say add keyframes, and we are going to call it rotate dash image. Then at 0% we want it to rotate 0 degrees. So say transform and rotate z. Then we'll give it 0 degrees. Then at 100%. Want it to rotate 360 degrees. So I'm going to copy this, then we'll change this to 360. And right now I'm going to add the animation here. So say animation, and I'll get the animation name, which is rotate dash image. Then we are going to give it a duration of 1 second. So let's see. So right now we have the controller rotating. So the next step we are going to make the controller zoom in while it rotates. So over here at 0%, we want the scale to be 0, and once it's 100%, we want it to scale it to normal size, which is 1. And right now the controller is zooming in. So the hover effect is working fine, and the animation is working fine. That's all guys. If you find the video helpful, please like and share, and also if not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Turn on notifications so I notify anytime I upload a video, and drop a comment. Let me know which kind of video you want me to make next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.